Java's try with resources is a convenient way to automatically manage the life cycle of resources that need to be closed. Now, such as file streams, sockets, and database connections. A resource is an object that must be closed after the program is finished with it. Now, any object that implements auto-closable can be used as a resource. Instead of manually having to remember to close these resources in a finally block, the try with resources statement will automatically close them for you. Let's go into some sample code. Here, the code does not make use of the try with resources feature. The file path2 variable stores the path of the file as a string, and file2 is a file object which is created using the file path2 string. The file writer class is used to write characters to a file. The writer object is initially set to null. The try statement is used to enclose a block of code that might throw an exception. This way, the program can handle the exception instead of stopping execution. So in the try block, we create a new file using the file2.createNewFile method and store the result in a Boolean variable. Now we print out the result with print, and we write hello world to the file using writer.write. The finally block is executed after the try block. Now, this is regardless of whether an exception is thrown or not. The block is used to clean up resources that were used in the try block. So, in the finally block, we check if the writer is not null. Now, if it is not null, we close it using writer.close. Now, this might throw the exception. Now, we handle the exception by printing the stack trace. This Java code does the same thing as the previous code, but we use the try with resources statement instead of the normal traditional try catch finally statement. The try with resources statement is used to encode a block of code that might throw an exception, so just like before. But the writer object is declared inside the parentheses of the try statement. Now this means that it will automatically be closed at the end of the try block. Now in comparison to the previous code, this code is better because it eliminates the need for finally block. The file writer object is automatically closed at the end of the try block, even if an exception is thrown. So this makes our code cleaner and easier to understand. For further demonstration, we can create a custom class that implements closable to further demonstrate the beauty of try with resources. We have a method called useMyResource. This is a simple method that prints using my resource when it is called. The implementation of the close method from AutoClosable interface is automatically called when the object of this class is used in a try with resources statement. Remember in the beginning that I said if an object implements AutoClosable, it can be used as a resource. Now, the close method here prints closing my resource when it is called. So when we test it, it should print closing my resource if this method is called. It will be called automatically. In the main method, we use the try with resources, and we see that when we run the code, the resource is automatically closed after execution. So that's the beauty of try with resources. You can read more about it in Java and use it in your code.